Hello, it's me, Crazy Rebecca, Dances with Pitbulls. Hey, I have laid out what I believe will become the Whackadoodle quilt. Let's see if I can get it'll be a wall hanging. I will have to trim. I will have to find my interfacing to put on the back. I'm trying to think, where did I put that? But anyway, what do you think? I like that I did those trees, so I'm going to put all the trees. There's the one Leslie did me. I love it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go downstairs and look for that interfacing. If I can't find it, I will carry on the best I can. Like, I'll sew this here, and then I'll take that off. I'm just going to make it work because I can. And I will buy jiggies, make it work. So, I'll be back at some point. I promise. Okay, I want to show you where I'm at with this. I have sewn together. Okay, this is the top row. This is the middle row. This is the bottom row. And, okay, maybe not on this one. Okay. So here and here and here, I have used fusible interfacing. It's a little thicker than I like to use, but it's what I could find. I did not go rummaging around for my other stuff. You use it like a Band-Aid because I had to trim, and I trimmed off this. So it's like a Band-Aid. It's going to hold those threads down. I think what I'm going to start, how do I want to say this? Emphasizing. You have to stay an inch away from the edge when you're embellishing. So the next time I embellish a block, I will mark out an inch, and I'll keep all the embellishment in here because you never know if you have to trim or what. I had to do it here on Leslie's block, but I had to do it on my block too. So I am not immune to making that mistake. Okay, now I'll probably have to do it here too because this is, see, it's larger. We'll see on that. The middle row and the fourth row are short, so I'm going to find some fabric to sew here, and I have these two blocks that I'm going to sew here, and I'll trim this. And then I still have to sew another strip of fabric to make it long enough. And I may go ahead and look for another row of blocks because right now it's a rectangle. Do I want it square? I don't know, but I guess I'll get it to where it is, where it's going to be, and then I'll decide. Okay. Let me back up a little bit. The next thing I need to do is embellish these seams before I get it all sewed together, because it's just too hard to do it when it's all sewed together. Except I will have to do the long, but I'm going to do all these short seams here and here. So that's what I'll be doing today, and sewing the extra strips on these, but I have to find the right fabric. I want it to be sturdy. So, and see, I had to sew this on here, which also I put a band-aid on it. So that's where we stand. Okay, this is where we're at. I've sewed these fabrics. I left that one a little long, but now I have to sew these long seams and embellish them, and we will be ready to either put a border on, which I'm not really prepared. I don't know. We're going to play that by ear after we get this sewed together. And then also I will decide if I'm going to add another layer, but I kind of like it now as a rectangle. So, but we'll just see. Okay, so I only have this small seam to decorate. I'm going to cut 2.5-inch strips from this magenta, purplish, reddish fabric, and 5-inch strips from this atomic age looking reproduction fabric. And I have to square this up, I can tell. This one and that one. And it's really important that you get them pretty well squared up, or else it'll kind of flare. Oh, I showed this picture to Andy at work, our IT guy. He's like, oh, I want a quilt with trees all over it. I'm like, well, maybe you should watch my tutorial and do your own. No, I didn't say that, but I'm like, there ain't no way I'm doing a whole quilt with trees on it, and I don't care how much he would offer me for it. That is too much work. I would go insane. I would go insane, because you know how long it took me to do that black one. So anyway, the Whackadoodle quilt is looking good. Okay, here she is in all her glory. Gotta trim that. I really like it. I will post pictures of the individual blocks later when we finish this quilt. So the next crazy quilt video I will do will be the finishing of this one, and hopefully that goes pretty straightforward. It's always, you know, oh my gosh, how's it gonna do? So anyway, it's been real. Once again, this is the Whackadoodle quilt, and it is March 2020, the month of our quarantine.